Hi Alody, this is Sandra and I'm just going to make a little video for you of the machine actually working so that you can see what I've been talking about. I've done a video for you already on a screencast on the Shortcuts Lot software. So now we're going to have a look at the machine itself. Now I've got it switched off, so I'll switch it on, and this is what happens when you switch it on. There we go. It goes into the online mode. Now you can't see on my my machine, but up here it says online and it gives me V equals 400 and my F is 100. The velocity is the V bit, which is the speed, and the force is 100. Now I'm going to be just doing a demonstration and I'm just using plain paper, so I'm just going to put my speed back up to the standard one, which if you don't alter it at all, it automatically starts off at 500, so that's what I generally leave it at, to be honest. The force is 100, which is a bit on the high side for plain paper. Oh god, I can't get my tongue out of a knot this morning. And I'm just going to put this down really, really low. It may not even cut through the paper at this, but I'm just going to put it down really low anyway. So I'm going to put down the force to about 30. Now, how do you actually load the machine up? You press the online button here, and when it's online, that will make it go to offline. And what I always do is I move my carriage over to one side or to the middle, whatever, just by pressing the arrow here. It's in offline, it will move it in either direction. Okay. Now I'm checking my wheels, and I'm going to use this right hand wheel here, and I'm going to use, oops, that's my arm move things. I'm going to use this one here, and these other two are raised. You only ever really need to use two of the tracking wheels, unless you are using something really heavy, and you might need to have all four, but it's very rare. I'm just going to go back offline because my arm pressed the button. And so I'm going to move my carriage over and I'm going to put my mat in. Now this is just a normal placemat, and you can cut on these really easily. So if you do want to spare your proper mat and you've got some of these flexible mats, you can use them. I place mine up against the wheel, and then you press the arrows to take the material in, or that arrow to push it out. And I have mine set up, I have my paper set up under what you see is what you get in the software. So I've actually drawn just a simple shape from the design library, and it's going to be cutting in the centre of this. That's the idea. So what I would now do is to bring this up to the bottom right hand corner of my paper and get it pretty close. There we go. When you've got it in position, you press the central button to make your origin point, and those two figures there then read 0. And that is your starting point. Okay, you don't want to put your starting point down here on any corner of your mat unless that's where your paper is. If your paper is there, fine, put it there. But you put your starting point, your absolute starting point, needs to go on the corner of your paper, the bottom right hand corner. So that is what I would be doing for that. Once you've set your origin point, you can then go to the software and you can check your placement. But the thing that we need to do before we start cutting is to check that our blade is the right height. Now, as you can see here, mine is very worn out, but there are alternatives. Lollipop stick, for example, is slightly thicker. Some people use CDs. I've not tried that yet. I must get an old one out if I can find one and see if it works. And you put that underneath your blade on top of the material. So the easiest way of doing that is to move your carriage a bit, keep it in the offline mode, and put it so that it's well over your material. Okay. You don't press the middle button again because you're not going to alter the origin point. You then allow the blade to drop or to settle itself. You don't drop it, but you allow it to settle on this little adjuster, and if it can pull out, you've got it about right. So if I now go to the online button and make it go online, it's going to shoot to this corner here. There we go. And then I would press the cut button on my software and it will start to cut. So I press cut. Oops. And I haven't got the right blade setting, but I knew that pretty much anyway. Press the online press the online button to go offline. Okay. And then move your paper out. And the cut is where I wanted it to be. It's not a good cut, partly because I have a dull blade in there and partly because I didn't check my settings. And also my mat's got lots of bits. This is a relatively old one. It's got lots of bits and it needs cleaning. And when you have lots of bits on your mat, it doesn't cut extremely well, so it pays to keep your mat in good nick. I've just got a whole load of these and I rotate them. So this one is one of my dirty ones. I need to get a clean one out first. So that's it pretty much. You can then remove your mat and you have your cutout and off you go. You do what you want to do. Okay, I hope that's of help to you. Thanks. Bye.